Hi everyone, my name's Scott Beattie. I'm the course coordinator for intellectual property law, and the purpose of this video is just to say hi and to introduce you to some of the first things you need to do to get started in this course. So, intellectual property law. That includes copyrights, patents, trademarks, registered designs, and some areas of torts that kind of overlap that aren't intellectual property as such, but are involved in there as well. It's a very controversial area of law, and it's an area that's evolving all the time. So I think it's very interesting, and I hope you'll find it interesting too. Now, the approach we take in this subject is really around the practical application of knowledge and skills. And we do this through our workshops, and the workshops are really based around authentic workplace tasks. And when we look at these workplaces, they're drawn from a wide variety, a diversity of different workplaces. So we're not just using the law office as one model, we're using lots of other ideas and models as well. In this subject, there's a strong focus on preparation. I know everyone says that, but really in this subject, we're really focusing on doing during the workshops and making sure you've got the skills and things to prepare beforehand. So our things in the weekly guides are the preparatory materials are there to help you get started and to provide you with the toolkits you need for your workshops. So they're not there just to make busy work for you. They will be valuable, and hopefully you will see the use of them straight away. Okay, so first things first that we need to do is we need to decide on a tutorial time. Because we're distance, it's not centrally allocated, and there's a link below to a service called Doodle, which is unfortunate, but it's basically a cloud-based scheduling system where you can basically collaborate with a large number of people to decide on what's a good time for meetings. So get in there as soon as you possibly can and get your preference listed. What we'll do is we'll set a notional. I'll have a look over the next week or so and see what's the most popular time for a notional meeting for the first week, and then after the first week we may revise that. But it is very important that your number one priority is to get in there and to pick a time that you're available. At the moment we will have one workshop. If there are sufficient numbers in the course, we'll add another one. At the moment I don't know what the numbers are going to be. In terms of the assessment, we're going to look at that in depth in the very first week. Suffice to say, there are two main components, and there's a little group discussion component. One component involves the presentation of a workshop, and that is really about being a leader in the discussion at the workshop. It's not about going away and preparing a pre-prepared rigorous presentation and beforehand or anything like that, although there will be some preparatory work involved, of course. But it's more about getting into the discussion, sharing the discussion with others, and getting everyone else involved. As part of that workshop, you will also produce an individual report that you will send in for grading as well. So the work is a mixture of collaboration and individual work, which I think is the best mix to have. Having collaborative cooperation along the way, and then but you are graded on your individual work, so you don't have those problems of having to work on an assignment together. In a similar vein, the other major piece of work is a research paper, and we're really going to look at some of the modern research sharing practices. And don't get too far ahead of ourselves, but we'll be using a collective bookmarking service, and you'll be graded in the research project on the basis of your ability to find and share information with others. So in the past you may have found that there's this idea that research is about finding unique and special items and hiding them away so you're the only one who has access to them so you can earn more points. That's not how modern research works. Modern research is collaborative, and one of the things we'll be doing is we'll be sharing information as we go. And you'll see from your outline that there are two fairly broad topics there that give you a lot of scope to narrow down your own individual paper. So that's how we go. We've got two assessment pieces. Again, more on that next week. Have a look at the Moodle site. There's a list of the tutorial topics. all collected together in one place. They are also in the weekly guides, but I thought it would be best to put them all together in one place so you could read through them and pick which one you're interested in. There's a forum topic there, and you can go into the forum and you can choose which of those workshops you'd like to present. At the moment, we're looking at having 3 presenters maximum per week. We'd like to spread them as evenly as possible. So if you get in first, if it was one that you really want to do, or a week that you're available to do it, make sure you get in first and register your interest for that. Okay, so again, this is a quick intro, a quick hello. Hope you're going to enjoy this course. Hopefully it's going to be a bit different to things that you've done before, and it'll give you an opportunity to really focus in on things that you are interested within that topic, and really personalize your learning in that way. Okay, so remember, important things. Get in there into the Doodle link and pick yourself and select which times you're available so we can pick the best times. And number 2, have a look at the workshop topics, and if there's something really, really burning that you want to do, get in there and make sure you put yourself down for it. Okay, see you next time.